Good afternoon. Here is the High Power 102.7 FM Midday News. I am KEMI, AJIBOLA. First, the headlines. Ondo Assembly set for urban developments. Federal government intervenes in electricity issues. On the foreign scene, former First Lady arraigns for bribery. And in sports, Arokodare agreed deal with Wolves. Details of this and more in a moment. Please stay with us. Now the news in detail, starting from the home front. The Ondo State House of Assembly Committee on Physical Planning and Urban Development has expressed its readiness to collaborate with the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development to strengthen urban renewal and ensure proper land use across the state. The committee, led by its chairman, Babatunde Fasonu, gave the assurance during a familiarization visit to the ministry in Akure, the Ondo State capital. Fasonu said that urban and regional planning remains central to the state's infrastructural growth, sustainable development, and international generated revenue, IGR. And moving on to the national level, the federal government, through the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, has summoned all the stakeholders to a meeting scheduled for next week over the crisis between states and electricity distribution companies. Energy Commissioner of State Governments under their umbrella body known as the Forum of Commissioner for Power and Energy Nigeria have repeatedly insisted that the Electricity Act 2023 amended has empowered state governments to regulate their respective power markets. However, power distribution companies under the aegis of the Association of Nigerians Electricity Distribution insisted that although the act enabled the state to regulate their power market, the state government lacks the power to put a price on cross-border electricity. A group from the northern region under the aegis of the Northern Youth Frontiers has accused Amnesty International of releasing what it described as misleading and destructive report on Nigeria's security situation. The group alleged that the human rights organization's recent publications on security were careless, mischievous, and designed to incite chaos. Reports say the national coordinator of the group, Sama Musa, said the report presented a distorted picture of Nigeria's effort to address its security challenges. He added that the federal government and security forces have been working to restore peace, but argued that Amnesty International publications ignored these efforts. You are listening to Midday News from High Power 102.7 FM at Emure Leo. Still to come on the foreign scene, former First Lady arraigns for bribery, and in sports, Arokodare agreed deal with Wolves. You welcome back now to the foreign scene. South Korean prosecutors have indicted former Prime Minister Han Dong-soo for aiding and abetting former President Yoon Suk-yeol's short-lived imposition of martial laws last year, and the ex-president's wife Kim Kyung-hee for bribery and other charges. Additional charges laid against Han, who is 76-year-old, include perjury and falsifying official documents, and she has been under investigation by a team of special prosecutors for several weeks. Former First Lady Kim Hee was also indicted on charges stemming from her alleged participation in a stock manipulation scheme and acceptance of gifts from the controversial Unification Church, among other activities. Enter the world of sports. Genk manager Tozon Fink has revealed the reason behind his decision to leave Tolu Arokodare out of his squad for Thursday's Ninth Union of European Football Association (UEFA). Fink said he took the decision to avoid risk with the Nigeria international close leaving the club. Premier League club Wolverhampton Wanderers are reportedly in talks with Genk for Arokodare. And to end the high power 102.7 FM midday news, let's take another look at the main points. We told you in the course of the bulletin that the Ondo State House of Assembly Committee on Physical Planning and Urban Development has expressed its readiness to collaborate with the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development to strengthen urban renewal and ensure proper land use across the states. We equally informed you that the federal government, through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, has summoned all the stakeholders to a meeting scheduled for next week over the crisis between states and electricity distribution companies. We brought to your hearing that the South Korean prosecutors have indicted former Prime Minister Han Dong-soo for aiding and abetting. And finally, in the sporting arena, Gent manager Tozen Fink has revealed the reason behind his decision to leave Tolu Arokodare out of his squad for Thursday's Ninth Union of European Football Association (UEFA). And that was the midday news on iPower 102.7 FM as edited and read by KEMI AJIBOLA. We appreciate you for listening. Enjoy your weekend.